Okay, here we go. The last video for us to finally learn how to subtract rational expressions when we don't have like terms. And again, they're very similar to when we're adding and trying to find like terms. So let's just go ahead and jump and get started. A problem that, I think it's a little bit challenging. Let's go ahead and write 4 divided by x plus 2. Okay, minus 3 over x plus 3. All right, so if we look at this problem here, first thing we want to do is we need to get like terms on the bottom, and unfortunately we don't, right? And so we need to multiply both sides. Now if you check on the video that I went over on the adding sections, you'll kind of understand, it kind of goes more in depth, all right, than these ones, because hopefully you would have watched those here. But essentially we want to get like terms on the bottom, so we're going to multiply, well, x plus 2 top or bottom over here, and we're going to multiply x plus 3 top or bottom over here. Okay, so now as we get started here, all right, first thing we essentially want to do is let's just turn this all into a single fraction, right? We have like terms on the bottom. We're going to get x plus 3 and we have x plus 2. All right, well, on the top we have 4 times this, so 4 times x plus 3 minus 3 times x plus 2. Okay, all right, well, now let's go ahead and combine like terms on the top. Let's just simplify the top. Now, some of you might feel inclined, I'm not sure, could very well be that some of you feel like we should maybe be able to cancel these out, but we can't cancel these out because we have this minus sign. We need to simplify the numerator before we begin to cancel. In order to cancel, everything needs to be in full factored form. All right, so if we do this, well, 4 times x is 4x plus 4 times 3, which is 12. Then we're going to get negative 3 times x, so we're going to get minus 3x, and negative 3 times 2, which is minus 6. And we're going to get, well, 4x minus 3x is going to just give me x, and 12 minus 6 is going to give me positive 6, all divided by x plus 3 times x plus 2. Okay, well, if you look over here, none of these are going to cancel out because they're not the same terms, so we're done with this problem, and there's nothing for us to do. All right, let's go ahead and maybe look at a problem here that I would maybe consider to be exceeding level. All right, so let's go ahead and look here. Okay, we have x plus 2 divided by x minus 6 minus, and we're going to get x squared plus 5x plus 14 plus 5x plus 14, all divided by x squared minus 2x minus 24. Okay, so now that we have this right here, all right, well, we're going to kind of have to try to figure out how do we go about doing a problem like this. And maybe the first step that we want to do is, right, we want to get like terms on the denominator. So remember, the denominator is one of the most important things. And so one of the first things we need to do is turn this into factored form on the bottom. All right, so if we go and do that, all right, we're going to get, well, let's just go ahead and we're going to get x plus 2 divided by x minus 6. All right, now let's turn the bottom. I don't really care too much about the numerator right now, right? We can simplify that when necessary. We want to get like terms on the denominator. So let's turn this into factored form. I'll write all the factors of 24. All right, that's 1, 24. What else is here? Let's see, 2 and 12. 3 and 8. All right, and then is there any more out there that we could think of? 4 times 6. Okay, now let's kind of ask ourselves, right? All right, well, we can't do anything with 1 and 24 to get negative 2, so we can cancel that. We can't do that with that either. We can't do that with that either, and so it's got to be this last term here. Okay, well, what can we do? Well, 4 minus 6. So here's going to be x plus 4, x minus 6. Okay, now you could see, all right, now that we've turned this into factor form, well, we could very well see right here that we have an x minus 6 and we have an x minus 6 over here. So all that's missing to get a like terms is an x plus 4 over here. So that's exactly why we turn it into factor form, because now we can multiply the top or bottom over here by x plus 4. And that's what's going to let us get our like terms. So now I'll go ahead and rewrite it over here. We're going to get x plus 4 times x minus 6. All right, up here we're going to get x to the 4 times x plus 2. Okay, minus the entire expression, x squared plus 5x plus 14. Okay, now that we have that right there, let's go ahead and continue on. Okay, well, we need to simplify the top part, so we need to multiply x times x. So let's go write this over here. Again, I'll just write x plus 4 and x minus 5. Okay, well, x times x is x squared. All right, 4 plus 2 is 6, so we're going to get 6x, and 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so I kind of did it very quickly, but you're welcome. I feel very confident that this is something you could verify right here. Okay, now that we have that right there, well, we're going to get minus x squared, right? Minus x squared minus 5x and minus 14. Okay, now that we have that, well, let's just go ahead again and simplify. All right, so let's go ahead and simplify. We have x squared and we have a minus x squared, so these are going to cancel. We have 6x minus 5x, so I'm going to get x, and we have 8 minus 14, right? So 8 minus 14, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're going to get x minus 6 on the top. All right, well, that's unfortunate, right? We went and completed that there, and there's essentially nothing for us to do left, right? We can't cancel these out. This is x minus 6. The bottom is x plus 4, x minus 5. Again, nothing cancels out, and so we're actually done. This will be my final expression. Okay, since we can't cancel anything out, we're done. Or if you want to, we could theoretically continue on, and we're going to get x squared minus x minus 20 on the bottom, right? So if you wanted to, we could fully simplify it and turn it into this form here if we wanted to. But I'm pretty happy with you getting to this point right here, especially if you're able to do the rest above. So hopefully this gives you an idea of how to do this, and take care.